hit CBS soap opera The Bold and the Beautiful is wrapping up Women's History Month in a memorable way with an all-female episode. To tell us more about this is the woman behind the magical episode, Heather Tom. So good to see you, Heather.
Good to see you too.
All right, so you're not only starring in this episode, but you directed and wrote it. What was it like working on this episode while wearing so many different hats?
Yeah, I mean, it was a little bananas, but it was awesome. And Brad Bell gave me this opportunity kind of to celebrate Women's History Month, also my 35th year on daytime, which is also crazy. So yeah, he came to me, he said, hey, I've been writing for the show since September. I've been directing for the show for many years, actually, and of course been acting on the show for 17 years. So he came to me and he said, hey, I want you to do an episode where you write it and you direct it and you act in it. And I'm like, sure, I'll play your funny game. Let's do it. And most of all, it was just like the logistics of the directing part was interesting in that we are a three-camera show, and so the director goes through and does all the shots and tells the cameras, you know, where she wants them, she. And then we operate in a booth and we kind of snap between our cameras. It's kind of like what you guys do, actually. So it's a little difficult for me to be in the booth, you know, directing the cameras and then also on stage acting. So we had to kind of figure out the logistical part of it, but it all went off without a hitch. I had a monitor on the stage where I could see all the cameras and see the shots and how they were set up and make sure we were all on our marks. And yeah, I had another female director who was in the booth, like actually, you know, snapping the cuts for the cameras. And yeah, it was really fun. It was, you know, honestly, I'll never forget it. I'm so grateful. Never been done on daytime, and it's only been done a handful of times. Again, you know, across any television platform. So
yeah, I mean, the two other women who've done that are, you know, Amy Poehler on Parks and Rec, and then Gillian Anderson on The X-Files. But as you said, it marks the first time for daytime drama. I mean, what does that milestone mean to you?
I mean, I think that it's kind of indicative of our genre in general. We are a genre that celebrates women, that promotes women. Our shows are, you know, matriarchal. If you think of, you know, the face of daytime shows, it's generally a woman. It's the Susan Lucci's and the Deidre Halls and the Catherine Kelly Langs that lead these shows. And so, you know, I feel like we're a genre that's always promoted women, and I work for a wonderful man, Brad Bell, who has always supported and championed women. He promotes from within. He gives us, you know, amazing opportunities to branch out. I mean, what he's done for me is just, you know, extraordinary in that I came to him and I expressed these interests in these other things, and he said, yeah, let's go for it. Let's support it. And, you know, that's rare. So, yes. Yeah, it makes me very, very proud of my show and of CBS, who also supported this, and of my genre.
That's terrific. And besides the all-star female cast, what can fans expect from this episode? And what do you hope they get out of this episode?
Yeah, we wanted to focus on mothers and daughters. I find those relationships really interesting, so much room for drama. And so we're really showing the juxtaposition between Steffi and Taylor, who are kind of in this euphoric mood after taking over, getting Forster Creations back, and then Brooke and Hope, who are not. They're in a very tumultuous time in their relationship. So we're really trying to show that dichotomy. And, you know, we also got in our Logan women, because, you know, we are a supportive bunch. And I was also kind of able to get in a little bit of my own personal mother. I lost her last year, and so Katie has some scenes with Donna where they talk about their mother and how they lost her, and so I was able to kind of incorporate a little bit of that in there. So that makes me very happy, because of course, you know, I wouldn't be here if it weren't for her, and now I'm going to cry, but don't worry, because I cry for a living. So I've cried for the last 35 years, like every day. So it's, you know, I'm an easy mark, but.
Well, yeah, I'm sorry for your loss, but it's so nice that you're able to honor her in this way.
Yeah, I was really happy with that. So, you know, I mean, and it's just so much drama. Our actresses really brought it. And part of, you know, why I wanted to make sure that the logistics didn't get in the way of the performance and the emotion. We rehearsed these scenes because they were very emotional. We rehearsed them over and over again because I wanted to make sure, the most important thing to me is that the actors were able to really just let their performance fly, let the emotion fly, and not have to worry about whether, you know, the technicalities were going to get in the way. So that was really, really important to me, and I felt like we pulled that off.
Well, Heather Tom, writer, director, star on Bold and the Beautiful, thank you so much for being with us today. We can't wait to watch.
I really appreciate your time.
All right, bye-bye. And you can watch The Bold and the Beautiful right here on CBS at 1:30 weekday afternoons and streaming on Paramount+.